Hi everyone, it's Margaret here with 60andMe. Today I've got a fun conversation about another skincare product that has been used for hundreds of years, thousands of years probably, and is making an iconic return. Now, it's something that you probably got in your closet, in your cupboard, or you have had, or your parents certainly did have it, and that's castor oil. Castor oil. Okay, this is a product that if you're on any of the social media channels like TikTok or Instagram, you'll see people talking about this product now all the time because it's being used for things that have helped to older skin. Things like the words like anti-aging are being bantered about, and my ears always perk up when I hear that because there really isn't anything that's going to change our skin as we get older. But you can moisturize it and you can take care of it. And castor oil is one of those products that people think has got that ability. And I've got to tell you, I've used it in several different ways. And I actually agreed that it's definitely got some intrigue for me. Now, the reason that I like it is it's affordable. It's also very moisturizing and hydrating. I mean, it's very thick. When you put it on your fingers, it's just like, it's even thicker and creamier than Vaseline, in my opinion. But it's got more than just skincare benefits. Now, in this particular product is made from a plant. It's called the Castor plant, or the Ricinus communis. You can do the research on this. It's a plant that has been used for this oil in Africa, India, Brazil, and it's actually in the United States as well. You can find it growing there in the United States. Now, there are some elements in the seeds of this plant that are poisonous. So they, this is all sort of common knowledge, but I mean, people have been using it literally for hundreds of years, so it's not dangerous as long as you're buying it from a reputable source, because the actual plant is not dangerous, and the extracts you get from it, but in the seeds themselves, so how they're handled is important. So you just buy one, and buy it in a dark bottle, because this is something that protects any oil from the sunlight, which dilutes its efficacy. So Africa, India, Brazil, US, a range of health and cosmetic benefits. Now, it's been used, as I mentioned, for multi-purposes like promoting hair growth, relieving constipation, and then, moisturizing your skin. It's really been used for so many things. So what is it? It's a pale yellow vegetable oil extracted from this plant, from the castor oil plant seeds. They must be quite big seeds. I've never actually seen what it looks like, but you get the idea. It's got a very unique composition. It's rich in this thing called, and I'll have to read it because I can't remember. It's ribonucleic acid. It's very hot today, by the way. I haven't got castor oil on my skin, but it feels like it. It's like, and my makeup is running off me. Anywho, it's okay. I've got a little fan here. I'm going to put this on. I hope it's not too distracting in the background because it gives me a bit of cool air. It's okay. So, it's made from this antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory oil, and it's responsible for, apparently lots of beauty benefits, including the following. Okay, let's go through them. Hair growth and thickness. You can put it on your hair, on the ends of your hair, and I've done this, not today necessarily, but I have put it on the ends of my hair, just a little bit, because it's very oily. I mean, you know this if you've got castor oil in your medicine cabinet. It's massaging into the scalp with like a warm castor oil, like maybe heat it up a little bit or rub it between your hands. Really, apparently promotes blood circulation, and it helps your hair to grow. Skin moisturizer. It's an effective, according to what you read, skin moisturizer. Now, I would not, in my personal opinion, and I'm not a makeup or skincare expert, I wouldn't use it on my face if I had oily skin, because I really do think it's extremely oily. It's like Vaseline. I don't think if you had oily skin, you would use this on your face. But at nighttime, you could. And at night, if you're wanting really some like thick moisturizer in the winter, perhaps even on your hands, to put it on and then go to sleep, and it will absorb in your skin. But I have found with castor oil, and I've tried all different ways, is that when you wake up in the morning, it's still there. like it hasn't rubbed off, or it may have rubbed up on your pillow, but it hasn't absorbed into your skin. It's just protected your skin almost, and like Vaseline, it just stays on, but you wash it off, and then your skin feels really, really soft. So that's one thing to consider if you're putting it on your face. They say to avoid inside your eyes, but they do at the same time say that you can use it for your eyelashes and your eyebrows for growth. I've done both. I don't know if I've noticed any difference. I've been doing this for like a month, but I think it's probably can't do any harm. And I'm just going to pop it on my eyebrows and my eyelashes and see what happens. So that's another use. That's another use as an eyelash and eyebrow growth stimulator. It's also been said to be used for acne. Now, that to me seems like a little bit of a contradiction because it is so oily. But if anyone's used it for acne, or they're maybe teenagers, or in your past, maybe you had castor oil when you were a little kid or a young child, teenager. As I said, this has been around for like thousands of years. They've used it, like there's history of it being used in Egypt, 2,000 years ago. So it's not a new product. So that's another thing, acne treatment. Anti-aging serum. Okay, let's talk about anti-aging. It's not going to anti-age you. It's not going to make you look younger, but it is going to aid in, according to the research, it's going to aid in the fighting signs of aging from the sun and from things that touch our skin, the oxidants, the toxic oxidants that touch our skin and impact the wrinkles and the drying of the skin. So that's something that can. Because it's got these antioxidants in it, it can protect you from toxic elements. So that's one thing, another thing to consider. Okay, no one probably in this group is dealing with pregnancy, but or maybe you may have a daughter-in-law who is. This castor oil apparently helps with stretch marks. And I didn't have the benefit of this knowledge at the time I was having my children, but I was fortunate not to have too many stretch marks. But this is apparently good for that. One thing I have heard repeatedly, though, on different people try castor oil, is to not put too much on. Like, don't lather it on like really thick. Just a little bit on your hand and just rub it on the stretch marks if that's the advice you're giving someone. One person says that they actually use it as a natural laxative. Now, I don't know about this one. I haven't tried it specifically for that purpose, but the way that they use it is to take a little bit of castor oil and put it on your belly button. And that apparently goes into your body and helps your digestion. So it's used as a digestive stimulant. Now, as I said, I've been watching lots and lots of videos on this so that I could give reasonably balanced, advice or reflections. That someone said they did that and they had really serious opposite to constipation, because they said they probably put too much on, and that was like, don't put a huge gob of it on your belly button, just a little teeny bit on your finger, just rub it in that and see if that works. But they say it does. It's a laxative, natural laxative. Other people say that it's a pain reliever. Because it's got this antioxidants in it and anti-inflammatories, it's actually apparently good for inflammation of any kind. So I tried it on my feet because sometimes I have little cramps in my feet, and that seemed to be okay. Didn't have any reaction to that was negative. So that's one thing that people consider. And to do the joint pain relief, it says that you can take castor oil and soak a cloth in, like a warm cloth, like with hot water, in some castor oil, and then just make sure that it's a warm compress, and put that on an arm, or if you've got pain in your leg or your foot, that using a warm compress with castor oil is a good option to consider. It's also, I'm going down this list, there's like so many of them. Another one is calluses and corn treatment. If you've got a corn or a callus on your foot, or even maybe a wart even, I don't know, maybe it works for skin tags, I don't know. But that's another thing that they say reduces comfort, smooths the skin. What else? Fingernails, cuticle, anywhere where there's dry skin. It seems to be like the perfect, or one of the perfect solutions. And again, this is like, I think this cost me about, I made sure I had a really good source. I checked out the company and where they were, and it says organic raw castor oil, and I think it was about $8. So it's super affordable. So that's another thing that you can use it for, is your fingernails. What else is there? I'm looking at all my notes here. Oh yes, and it's important that I do the cautions and considerations, because this discussion about skincare products like castor oil and Vaseline and the magic cream from Egypt is, I'm not a dermatologist or a skin expert. I'm just literally repeating what I have researched. So do not take my word for this. It's just what I'm reporting, what people say, people who are experts in some cases. But there are cautions and considerations for you to consider, and I must read them. Allergic reactions, of course. You can always have an allergic reaction to castor oil, just like anything, so just test it first. You can actually do not eat it or drink it, no oral consumption. It's not good for your teeth, nothing to do with eating. It says eye contact. So, but I've already told you the contradiction there, that they say to use it on your eyelashes and your eyebrows, but don't put it in your eye, I guess is what they're saying. Like, just be careful that you don't poke it in your eye. But eye contact is one of the things that's mentioned, and pregnancy. Now, it does say about stretch marks, but that's after pregnancy. So I think it's just, in general, people who are pregnant should be very careful about what they put on their skin and in their bodies and so on. So do your own research. Go back to Egypt and look at what they've been doing there. Ayurvedic medicine in India apparently uses castor oil. Maybe someone can validate that for me. I don't have a lot of information on it, but the research said Ayurveda uses castor oil. It's a very oil-based treatment program. If you've ever had an Indian massage, they use turmeric and all kinds of oils on your body, and it maybe castor oil is in that group of oils they use. But it's been documented. Its use has been documented for centuries all around the world, so it's not a new product that is untested. Take care to buy a good product from a good source and have fun with it. I mean, it's just one more thing to try, right? It's not going to turn back the clock. You're not going to have any anti-aging miracles, but you might have a bit more shiny skin and hair. I actually quite like what it did to my hair. I'm actually working on thickening my hair and letting it grow a bit, so I'm happy to have tried it. Have you had experience with castor oil? Did your mom put it on you, or did you use it in some way when you were young? Because it's that kind of a product. It's been around for a while. I've got some more really interesting stories to talk about iconic older products, and another couple that you might recognize coming up in videos. But I'm enjoying this rather than doing just makeup. I like to do the skincare and the iconic products that we may be aware of as well. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Please tell me about your experience with castor oil, if you have any history with it, and just take care. As I said, do your research yourself, make your own decisions, and just use it in an appropriate way and take really good care of yourself, okay? Have a wonderful day, everybody. Lots and lots of love. Bye-bye for now.